Hey, welcome to Coffee Grind Gossip with Crystal. I'm just chilling right now. My last day of vacation I'm in my bedroom here, as you can see. But let me quickly say this. There's no such thing as being too broke to budget. Now, if you have any kind of income coming in, you should have the ability to at least learn how to do basic budgeting. Doesn't matter whether you have $1,000 a week versus $100 a week. Remember what I said in the last video when I was talking about why I don't do the envelope budgeting anymore? Nothing wrong with it, but it just doesn't work for me like it used to. But stay tuned. I will touch bases on helping people who have little money or think they have little money, or people who just pretty much in a lot of debt, got more bills than money. I'll throw you out some ideas on how you can start budgeting. Now, and let me throw this out here. Thank you all for some of the comments. Let me throw this out here. I'm not a professional finance person. It's not my job to tell you what to invest into. Let's get that out the way right now, okay? I can only tell you what investments work for me. Matter of fact, and I'm going to do another video on why I don't even do 401k anymore. This just me. If you have a 401k, God bless you, keep it. I'm just telling you why I no longer save. I got other retirement sources. Okay, so stay tuned. Bye. Take care. Okay, so this is an example of what a low income budget looks like. This is an example I just did. This is for someone who works part-time. So let's look at their budget here. So remember, this is a simple method. Just remember income, expenses, and net income. Those are three main components you need to worry about. So let's look at the example. Let's just say this is Rachel. Rachel works part-time, makes $1,000 a month. Gets paid bi-weekly $500, right? Okay, $1,000 a month. Okay. Now let's look at her expenses right quick. Let's go over here. Rent $300. Oh, by the way, she stays with her mother, okay? She contributes to rent, electric, food, and the rest of these bills are her own personal bills. Here, the green dots represent auto pay, phone bill, credit card payment. She spent $40 at Amazon, and she spends $80 for a bus pass because she takes the bus to work. Total expenses $690, right? Okay, perfect. So you're just gonna minus $690, okay, from the 1,000. Net income, you got $310 left in her account. So this is what she does. Is very smart, which everybody should do. She decides to open the ESA account, emergency savings account. That's what that stands for. $100 she puts in there. So every payday, bi-weekly, she puts $50 in, right? Because she knows 10 months from now, she'll have $1,000 saved. And she also allows herself $70 per personal expenses. She likes to get her nails done, lashes, and stuff like that. So we add these two together. It's $170. You subtract that from the net income, and she's still positive $140. So what happens here? This $140 will stay in her account. This is what we call cushion money. Okay, so everything's covered here. Okay, she has set a goal, got her emergency savings fund started. She opened an account, so she always make a transfer from her regular account, checking account, of course, and for her savings account. Okay, so this is just an example of a simple, straight budget. Nothing fancy. You don't need any fancy, stationery. Just get your notebook like this and do the color block method. Real easy, simple. Now let's look at an example of a budget that's fell by the wayside. It ended up in the negative. Okay, let's say this is Jay. Let's look at his income. Okay, he's got 2 jobs, $1,500 his work, and $300 his side hustle. Income for the month is $1,800. All right, now let's look at his expenses here. $900 for rent, phone, cable, just read all the way down. Restaurant, $125. Credit card, $150. Car note, $230. And insurance, $175. And a loan he took out, which is probably, unfortunately, a payday loan, $260. Okay. The orange dots represents the auto pay. Okay. That represents the auto pay. Okay. So when we add up all his expenses, it comes to $1,970. Okay, but his income is $1,800. So see, your expenses not supposed to overpower your income. So his net income is negative $170. So what he probably did wrong is he probably should have. He needs to get rid of this loan. That's probably what killed him. Cut back on going out to restaurants and bars, $125. I mean, a month, but the way things are these days, probably could have took that grocery money with that. And the credit card probably can come down a little bit, but and to this is just for scenario purposes, rent has gone up $50. So he kind of mismanaged here, which caused him to end up in this scenario. So this is just an example of, and this is not really that big of a deal, but only because it becomes a big deal if you deliberately just let your budget go by the wayside. You just take your car. You just assume that everything is going to be covered. You don't pay any attention. So had he calculated this up the way he should have, he wouldn't have ended up in the negative, which means he's going to end up paying bank fees. He's going to end up paying probably bank fees until if he has to come out of the negative. All right. So that's an example of unfortunate mismanagement.